What is going on, everybody? My name is Nico and welcome back to another competitive Pokemon video. Today I will be talking about and breaking down my team that I will be using in the March International Challenge, where you can get your shiny Galarian Zapdos that will be taking place over the weekend here. The tournament starts today, the day that I am uploading this video, and it will go on all weekend. But there will be a Poke Paste if you want to check this team out for yourself. You can't use rental teams in these tournaments, so I figured it wasn't even worth making the rental team code for this particular team at this time, because you won't be able to actually use it in the tournament. But I want to break this team down because it's a lot of fun and it ignores one of the biggest problems in the format, and that being Zacian. So I'm going to break it down, but if this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subbed for more Pokemon content from me in the future. Let's get into it. So like I said, this team focuses very heavily on Solgaleo and Palkia because they just ignore Zacian. Obviously, Palkia has to be a little bit wary, just from like a play rough or something, but it still doesn't really care too much about Zacian and can hit Zacian very hard. And this team's just super fun. So, first things first, our Dynamax options, our big ones, you know, the ones we're going for pretty much every time are going to be Solgaleo or Palkia. One of these two is going to be your Dynamax candidate. It's just super fun because Solgaleo ignores Incineroar as well, which everybody's running, and it's good into a lot of stuff that you're going to be seeing, such as Zacian, such as other Thundurus, you know, Incineroar. It's good into. It's just good into so much. So it's really fun to use right now. So I'm running it with a weakness policy. Full Metal Body is super nice because you ignore the Incineroar and any Intimidates. If it's a Landorus or anything like that, you can avoid that altogether. I got Sunsteel Strike, Earthquake, Protect, and Rock Slide. And Earthquake's super fun because you are running Telepathy Palkia. So if you have both out in the field at the same time, you can just Earthquake willy-nilly and it doesn't even matter to Palkia. Our EV spread, 4 HP, 252 attack, and 252 speed with a adamant nature. That way we are a bit fast. This team does have a Trick Room option, just because these two Pokemon aren't incredibly fast and like they're slower than things like Zacian and Calyrex that you're going to be wanting to set up your Trick Rooms on. So it kind of is nice in that sense where like you don't have to set Trick Room for this team to be effective, but you have that ability. In terms of the Palkia, pretty basic stuff. Life Orb on this bad boy, with Hydro Pump, Spatial Rend, Protect, and Earth Power, 204 HP, 172 defense, and 132 special attack with a modest nature. The big Trick Room option, and this one plays super well into this particular team because it does set the Trick Room, but it's also, I have it built so it can dish out some damage, and a lot of people don't expect Porygon to come in and deal big damage. But I kind of like playing Porygon that way because, like I said, people just don't expect it, and it's really fun to see Porygon just smack stuff around. So I do have Trick Room here with Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, and Thunderbolt. So this can do damage to a bunch of different stuff. You know, you got coverage options for Yveltal, Calyrex, Kyogre, bunch of different stuff with this particular set. 252 HP, 252 special attack, and 4 special defense with download and an Eviolite. Just it's super fun Pokemon to use, and you have so many options in terms of the Trick Room setup. I mean, our Incineroar here, basic Incineroar, everybody uses this freaking Incineroar with Parting Shot, Darkest Lariat, Fake Out, Flare Blitz, Intimidate, and a Citrus Berry. Some people use Figgy. Focus Sash is becoming more popular. 244 HP, 4 attack, 72 defense, and 188 special defense with Careful Nature. Pretty standard stuff here with Incineroar. Now the Thundurus is getting a lot of use now, and it's getting a lot of use in this fashion because so many people view Thundurus as, you know, that assault vest attacker. So it's kind of fun to throw Prankster on it instead and, you know, give it a Focus Sash and use it more as a support Pokemon. But this Pokemon can still do big damage, so it's kind of nice in that regard. Like, it can handle Kyogre pretty well, and it can break screens from Grimmsnarl because I have Brick Break on it. And because of Prankster, it pairs super nice with Palkia because, you know, say you're going into a team with Groudon, right? You're playing into a team with Groudon, you throw out Thundurus and Palkia, you Rain Dance, and you max your Palkia and go for Hydro Pump and just do big damage. Like, you're going to be boosting that Palkia so dramatically with that. It's super nice, and you shut down things like, you know, Venusaur and that So really fun, but again, you do have those attack options. You know, most Kyogres in the format are more special defensive than physical defensive, so you do pretty big damage there with a Wild Charge. And Brick Break again covers for, you know, Lapras, G-Max, or Grimmsnarl, setting up a bunch of screens. EV spread for 252 and 252, super easy stuff. Jolly Nature. Finally, Rillaboom. Love this Pokemon. It pretty much just is here to cover for Kyogre because Kyogre is just annoying, and like I said, it's very specially defensive, not very physically defensive, and pretty much any Grassy Glide with a Miracle Seed option is going to OHKO any Kyogre in the format. So that is incredibly nice, especially with Barraskewda getting a lot of use right now because there was that tournament and somebody was using Barraskewda with Kyogre, and it's very popular right now because Barraskewda has tons of coverage options. So Rillaboom just knocks that out as well. So Rillaboom's super nice for one of the very popular teams in the format right now. Fake Out, Protect, Knockoff, and Grassy Glide. I run High Horsepower occasionally instead of Knockoff, but I find Knockoff is pretty nice for a couple different reasons. For one, this is like a solid lead into, you know, Indeedee or Calyrex. But, you know, getting rid of a bunch of different items can be incredibly effective. Gives you just a little bit extra cover options, especially because this team just covers super well for Zacian already, so I figured High Horsepower wasn't incredibly necessary on this Pokemon. EV spread is 160, 252 attack, 20 defense, and 76 defense with Adamant Nature. So I'm going to throw this team in a game and just show you guys how it works, and then that'll cover the video. Now, in terms of the March International Challenge, I plan to record the weekend's worth of battles. This team's interesting. Kyogre, Natus. Okay, so here I just don't care about, you know, I'm just gonna go lead Porygon and Rillaboom here because I'm pretty sure their big lead is going to be, you know, the big thing they're going to want to do is set up their Tailwind. I just trigger them into that, and then we're in a good position. And then for the rest of their team, I'm pretty cool with Solgaleo and Incineroar. But as I was saying, I'm going to record... Oh, okay. Different lead entirely. Which is fine, because I don't really feel pressured by the Lecky. What we do is we do the same play, and we just fake out Zacian, so it can't handle... Porygon can't knock it out or anything like that. I'm going to record all the battles for the... International Challenge, and I'm going to upload them just based on how I do and everything, and so that will actually be going up over the course of the next week, so be excited. There's going to be a lot of new Pokemon VGC gameplay stuff coming out, so it should be really fun. We bring in Incineroar here, and what we do is just, I mean, does anything really want to take Grassy Glide here? I don't think anything takes Grassy Glide well. Incineroar comes in. Zacian's weak. It's sashed. That's fine. They Behemoth Blade into the Rillaboom slot, which I find very odd. They just keep making us... I don't understand what's happening. Okay, it's weird. Anyways, we Flare Blitz into Zacian because we just don't care, and we Grassy Glide again. I don't know why they keep making us slower under Trick Room. Double Protect, wait out the Trick Room, respectable. What's my play here? Because it just depends on what they have in the back. Because if it's Kyogre, could be problematic. I'm okay with doubling. Yep, it's Kyogre. This is why I wanted to double. I was gonna say I'm very much okay with doubling into that slot because now I just smack that in the face and we get a double knockout here because Flare Blitz is gonna hit Lecky. What a read, honestly. All right, so Zacian comes back. At this point, I'm just okay with Parting Shot and protecting. Oh, everybody's just gonna protect. Okay, it's cool. A-okay by me. I mean, honestly, I'm cool with rotating into Porygon. I don't really need Porygon, and I don't want to take unnecessary damage on... I don't want to take any unnecessary damage on my Solgaleo, because I'm just going to Dynamax it. Porygon comes in. There's the Dynamax from Tornadus, kind of expected. They're going to max into the Porygon slot, so they are a little bit quicker now, which is fine. In hindsight, what I should have done... what do we do here? I think we protect. We should have... God dang it. We should have party shotted into the Zacian slot. Not the Zacian. We should have party shotted into the Tornado slot, because then we just would have been able to rotate again. But now they're super, super fast, which is very problematic. Because I think I just lose both Pokemon this turn, which puts me in a bad way. Yeah, we just lose both Pokemon, which is not very good. But I don't think Tornadus is going to be a whole lot of benefit to them outside. I think I can still handle this at the end of the day. So I think we Dynamax and we go for a Rockfall into the Tornadus slot, because they're going to protect Zacian this turn. And then that'll set the sand and it'll knock out Tornadus. Like, I just had a bad play, and that's what's going to cost me big here. I really needed to parting shot the Tornadus and get Incineroar out and back in for another Intimidate opportunity. They go for close combat. Interesting. But they made themselves super weak, which was stupid. Because now we just knock out Tornadus this turn. Oh, it's not even sashed. Okay. Interesting. But they made themselves incredibly weak, so I'm just guaranteed to knock this out this turn with an Max Quake. So a bunch of bad plays, ultimately, but it ended up being fine because, like I said, Solgaleo just ignores Zacian altogether. So there is the team for you guys. Super fun. I didn't show it in game the best, like I didn't battle the best with it, but it's super fun, super versatile, and I hope you guys check it out. Like I said, there is a Poke Paste you guys can use in the description below. But that is it for this one. Hope you found it entertaining and helpful. If you did, leave a like and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future, and hope to see you all in the next video.